Do you have a closing problem? A lot of companies come to me and say, hey Michael, I have a closing problem. My sales, they're not performing. This is really a problem. But before I answer the question, let's dig into a sales pipeline. I've drawn here a rather classic sales pipeline, which starts with qualification, going to presentation, going to proposal, the quote, validation, negotiation, and won. Here we have 6 steps. Some people do it with 4, some do it with 10, but in essence, it's always the same principle. You start by qualifying a deal with, for instance, some qualification criteria like BANT, budget, authority, need, time frame. That's for another video. You start by qualifying a deal and then you move through the cycle until you're closed won. These are the percentages per stage where you can estimate if a deal is in the quote phase, 1 on 2 is going to close or not. You start with a basic percentage. After a while, you recalculate until you have the exact amount, the exact percentage. If you have a closing problem, your problem should be sitting here. Once you start sending the proposal, this piece between validation and negotiation, that is where the real sales skills start playing game. If I ask you, how many quotes have you sent out? And you say 20, and then I'll ask you how many did you close? And you say 2, you have a closing issue. However, if you say I've sent 3 quotes, I haven't closed any deal, you do not have a closing issue, you have a pipeline issue. And this is critical to understand. So why do you do CRM? Why do you do forecasting? It's very simple. If you lose deals, you see here fridge and lost. If you lose deals at this stage, the qualification stage, you have a value proposition issue. If you lose deals at the quoting stage, you have a pricing issue. You're probably asking too much. Or people do not understand your pricing. It's way too complex. Make it simpler. If you go further and you start losing on real sales skills, then you need to fix those with training, or, I'm sorry to say, you need to replace a sales guy. You see fridge and lost. What you want to know is when do deals move to lost, so you can actually apply logic and understand what is truly happening through your pipeline. I also have a category called fridge because there are many deals where nothing is happening. They're not lost, they haven't said yes, budget moves or they need to come back to you, you didn't get a hard no. I keep a special category fridge there because at least 10% of these deals always come back at a certain stage. How do you deal with those? Well, you put them in a marketing queue where you start communicating, hey, we've won that deal, hey, we are going faster there. These are typical late majority buyers. You need to get them excited by the speed you're doing and the fear of them being behind. If you follow these basic principles, you will learn how to look at a pipeline and know what to do, or how to run your team and get them focused on actions. This will bring you revenue. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe for a lot more content that is coming.